Hello, you are with Commitment 2020. It's the fifth event in a row after we first started back in 2015, and it has the general mission of reflection of love, what we do for our um, intent for the next year. And now it's the exact time, 1st of December. We are getting into the mood of the year 2020. Um, you can check the replays of the previous events in the description below. So it's the replay of 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018. The videos have not been edited. Commitment is a special event that has both online and offline personal growth and online activity all together in one. That's what we are elaborating on one. It also has a lot to do with data accountability. And today, the speakers on our panel are data accountable individually. Influencers, my friends from long years from our online activity. And for the first time, we have a dedicated site and a mission statement. And I'm going to read now the mission statement. This is part of a third team contract, We Want Web. That is a campaign for an open internet accessible to everyone. So it says, citizens will be creators and collaborators on the web, so the web has rich and relevant content for everyone. Build strong communities that respect civil discourse and human dignity, so that everyone feels safe and welcome online. Fight for the web, so the web remains open and globally public resource for people everywhere, now and in the future. We commit to uphold these principles and to engage in a deliberative process to build a full contract for the web, which will set our roles and responsibilities of governments, companies, and citizens. The challenges facing the web today are daunting and affect us in all our lives, not just when we are online, but if we work together and each of us takes responsibility for our action, we can protect the web that truly is for everyone. Okay, so let's present our speakers today. The moderator for us, and thank you for this role, is Monica. Monica, to you.
Hello, hello, everybody, and thank you, Nina, for introducing our group so profound and well, because things are changing, internet is changing, and we agree with the founder of the web, the free web, with Tim Berners-Lee. We work to keep it open. We give our part to keep it open. Okay, on our session today, we want to introduce the speakers, and I start with my person. I'm Monika. I'm living in Bavaria in Germany, and near the border to Austria. And after my teaching career in all kinds of school, elementary to university, I'm now working as a consultant and a coach. And yeah, I'm also passionate about all kinds of technique around Google, and especially with a 360-degree photography. And I was certified by Google as a certified photographer on Google Maps with a local guide expert level 8. Okay, so much so far, and it's the next speaker here. Peggy, please continue and introduce yourself.
Thank you, Monica. I'm Peggy. I go by Peggy K online, and I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. I am a Google product expert for YouTube, Blogger, AdSense, and Hangouts. and I'm passionate about learning about technology and sharing that knowledge, especially with other creators, so that they can learn to use the tools that are available to them online. So next, I'll introduce wildlife enthusiast and photographer Bob Danley.
Hey everybody, I'm Bob, like Peggy said. Thanks for the intro, Peggy. I'm a retired wildlife professional with the government, and I've carried that enthusiasm and passion into my retirement. I now consider myself a wildlife evangelist. I know that's a little corny, but I love to go out and find plant and animal life and then photograph it and then post it online to encourage other folks to embrace the thing that I love also. So I hope you find that message encouraging, and I'd like to introduce Anna to talk about her love.
Hi, I'm Anna Gruzdanova. I'm from Bulgaria. And last year, at the end of July, I came back to Bulgaria from 1 year and a half in Bali. So it was kind of a little bit challenging time for me because I had to start from the beginning my life. And some new opportunities opened up. So far, I started organizing here Wim Hof seminars. It's a method that has a lot of benefits for the health of the people. It's very interesting and a little bit extreme. That's what I like. I like to get out of my comfort zone, try new things, and see how far I can go. And also another new project that I start, and it's becoming really successful in Sofia. It's called Fuck Up Night. It's an event that starts from Mexico 2012. So I saw it in Bali. I brought it to Bulgaria, and I'm really very satisfied with organizing this event. And it makes me feel alive again and something that like start burning my fire again. And it makes me motivated and enthusiastic. And I'm open up for the new year to see what's new it's gonna bring me. Thank you.
Monica, maybe I'll present myself until Alex fixes his camera.
Go ahead, Nina. That's fine.
Okay, so my name is Nina Trankova. I'm in Sofia, Bulgaria. My specialization is brand communications and reputation. I'm a Google Gold Product Expert in Calendar and Google Drive. I'm passionate about discovery and innovation, and what I gained this year is a long life learner, like a tag and award, and I'm helping others while I learn. So that's my super strength, kind of, because I actually really passionate of discovering and learning and innovation all the time. And Monica, back to you. I hope Alex has.
Well, Alex, welcome.
Hi.
Glad
Sorry
you're
for
here. You jumped in just in time. Are you
yeah.
ready to introduce yourself to our audience, to our group?
Yes, I'm a medical
Fine.
professional. I'm a medical professional, a physician, and I have a couple of passions. One of them is digital medicine. I actually teach digital medicine in one of Bulgaria's universities. And the other is I've recently been introduced to the causes and consequences of pollution and climate change. So it has become my cause since I had about 3 years ago, I had my first grandchild. And since then, I've had another one, and two more are coming. And I believe that it's probably the only way I can change the world for better, to give them a legacy for the next 100 years.
Thank you, Alex.
Congratulations.
Great words, great words. So we all are waiting with you for your next grandchild. Yeah, the legacy, that's kind of, I was teaching some kind of experience, physical experience to the elementary school level, so the basics. And that's one kind to give, to pass on what's really important in nature and in our surrounding. It was very exciting times. Thank you, Alex. Okay, so please let me switch over to our main topic today. We are facing the next year and we are used to get set for a new word, for a focus, for a inspiring word, as inspiring setting that is guiding us through the next year, helping us to be focused and kind of dedication. So we are talking about uh, in my case, I will come on with the word from 2019. That was transition. Transition in several layers. The most obvious was the layer of Google Plus, who was shutting down. I somehow lost the home of my online presence, and I'm still looking for a new home, but the basic yes, the basis is here in our group, in our one board group, on eBoard group. This is my one group, and I feel very home here. Thank you, by the way. So transition was happening in several statements, and now the next year will bring, or I will start the next year with empowering. Empowering, I didn't choose empowerment because it's too too static. I would like the movement, the power in the word, so that's why I have chosen empowering, and I will empower the members of the group and other people and myself, my business, so driving it forward. So that's for me. Peggy, what is yours? What is
Thank you,
driving
Monica.
you?
So this is my first year joining and having an annual commitment. And so one of the big things for me in 2019, like you said, Monica, it's been sort of a year of change. I was also very active on Google Plus, and so trying to find a new home online has not been that easy since then. But I've really enjoyed being part of this group, being with other technology enthusiasts, but people using it for lots of different things. And I'm really looking forward to more of that going into 2020. But my commitment for 2020 is explore. And by that, I mean, learning new things, meeting new people, seeing new places, all the things you think about. But importantly, what I want to do is really go in depth in these various places. In 2019, I've joined a lot of sites. I looked at a lot of things, but very superficially. And I feel like I need to be more focused and really go into things, explore them in detail, and then decide whether that's a place I want to stay, if those are tools I want to use for my various projects that I'm working on. And if they are, great. If not, move on to something else. So that is my goal for 2020.
Thank you, Peggy. Let's go to Bob. Hi, Bob.
Hey, everybody. In fact, all the words I've heard from all you folks, I am in agreement with. But let me just give you a context. My one board commitment for 2019 was implementation. And so what did I implement? Well, I developed a website finally as my main objective. And my reason for doing so was to maintain or augment my self-identified status as a wildlife ambassador or evangelist, that I really want to build support for conservation of plants and animals to other folks, either online or through our little group here. And so this was a building on my long and successful posting stint using Google Plus. And imagewildlife.com is my current website, and it's been operational since January. And the content continues to evolve in quality and quantity, which brings me to my 2020 commitment, which is provocation. I know that's pretty $50 million word, but it simply means it's an interpretive term describing an audience change in behavior. And what kind of behavior do I want? Well, Tilden defined it in 1957. It's to stimulate the reader or hearer towards a desire to widen his horizon of interest and knowledge and to gain an understanding of the greater truths that lie behind any statements of fact. Basically to search out meanings for himself. So my posting content online now will align more closely with this idea of provocation with smatterings of straightforward instruction. Ultimately, I want my website or social media posts to be interpretive in support of a National Park Service credo, which is through interpretation, understanding, through understanding, appreciation, and through appreciation, protection. So I hope you folks like that message, and I'd like to introduce Anna now so she can talk about her commitment.
Hello again. So my commitment for 2019 was success in all areas of my life with joy, love, ease, and fulfillment. And I realized that it happened in some areas, especially with the projects that I started. So I decided to keep this commitment for the coming year because I really feel the energy it's moving, and it makes me really have fun with what I'm doing. I really love it, and I enjoy it. But there are also areas of my life that still need to start moving. So I want to keep this commitment for 2020 to have the success for the rest of the area with joy, with fulfillment, and ease, and yeah, and money also, like success in the financial area as well, because projects are happening, but I also need to, think more the finances also. So yeah, I'm going to keep the same as last year. I feel happy with this commitment.
Sorry, I have to ask you, what was your commitment, Anna? I didn't get the word, understand the word.
Success in all areas of my life.
Success, of course.
Yes,
Yes, thank you.
yes,
Thank
but
you.
with joy and peace and fulfillment.
Fulfillment, yeah. So it's quite a bunch, like a bucket, bouquet, like
Yeah.
a bouquet. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Alex, we would like to hear about your commitment, please.
Yes, over the last couple of years, I have been reading a lot, and one of the things that I find as a tendency all over the world is a deepening separation between people. And so my commitment for 2020 would be partnerships. So it's bringing people together to achieve a common goal. And that's not as easy as it sounds, because there's a lot of mistrust, there's a lot of busyness, there's a lot of noise in the environment. So actually being able to bring people together and focus them around a common cause is um, quite a difficult task. But I've seen the benefit of a small group of people working together for a common cause, and I see that It's unique. There's nothing like it. So my commitment for 2020 would be partnerships.
Thank you, Alex. As I've taken notes and with all our commitments and the words, and it's growing to a very rich, profound soil where we all can grow. So it's Nina now. Please let us know about your commitments.
It's exactly as you are saying. I feel like the abundance, because abundance was my commitment for 2019, was present in each of the speakers today, each of my friends, and I'm super happy to observe this reflection. Abundance of success in personal lives, in working projects, in implementing. So, of course, a word cannot be framed to such perfection that it can mean only one thing, and we are connected. So I'm also super glad, and thank you to everyone for being present today, because also what I do reflects your commitment. um, the abundance in my 2019 happened mostly through learning. I had to decide how to be present without Google Plus across networks. So I covered a G Suite management course, which for me wasn't such an easy thing to do because it's related to decision making and permissions for a person like myself that had everything in public. I had to reconsider the context of conversations, and like a communications brand specialist, it helped me a lot to be on Google products, have the basics of what's changing with data. For example, now we are already GDPR compliant during our meeting because we are on G Suite Meet, and it's automated for us. So there's a lot of abundance of changes every day. To some extent, it was so overwhelming. And so we have to be careful what words we wish to commit to and our commitment. And for me, especially, is magnificence for next year. I also put the magnifying thing. I want to magnify innovation. Listening also as Alex every day to the discourse, to what's happening online globally. The prediction is that people will be so used intuitively to the internet that it will be invisible. We will like touch, talk, and it will work. So I want to magnify innovation and have the FE for finance also. Since 2011, I didn't have any idea about consulting businesses online. It's being a big change to me. My day starts on calendar, and on calendar it has the frame of who, when, how, all the things that I'm usually distracted. So with calendar, I'm very much confident to magnify what I want with the context needed. So that's my commitment for 2020. A magnificent year and magnifying innovation. Also for our group, I think I will do everything to continue the collaboration we have. It has been accelerated with G Suite. It's so smart that we really love like playing with it, and it's a big pleasure. Thank you, Monica. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Nina. So with the collaboration, you passed the sense over to me because we are all inspired by each other because of our collaboration we are doing. And you mentioned the different channels like your YouTube channel, and we also can be found on Twitter. You made it up an account on Facebook, on Instagram, maybe LinkedIn. So we are spread all over the web, the internet. But where we focus is here in our group, and that's the core challenge here, or the core message. We want to grow with all the technical possibilities, and we set some kind of challenge to ourselves. What we have learned, we present to the others. As it be, let it be how to make a movie out of Google Photos, or let it be how to set and use a Twitter card, or how to do this or that on Google Maps. What we learn, we present to the others, or whatever I want to know. The group is here to teach and to let us know what we could do with the next themes we want to be masters of. So that's a collaboration, the benefits of collaboration. And we have made some plans, not very detailed yet, but some plans to invite guests to our weekly meetings. So if you're in public and you are interested in learning technical challenges on the web, on the tools, on the Google tools, we would be glad to collaborate with you. And we are recording some little movies out of this, what we are presenting, so you can recall it at any time. So, yeah, I guess that's it so far. If you have any questions or additional thoughts, please feel free and share it with us right now. Nina?
Just to say Happy New Year to everyone.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And Happy New Year to our viewers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for our speakers for being here. Have a magnificent New Year party and a very successful 2020.
Thank you very much, everybody, for being here, for participating in our one board. And you are this one magnificent group here.
Yeah, you can
Lovely.
say everyone like Happy New Year.
Happy New
Let's
Year.
say.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I want to say thank you about the opportunity to set intention in the group, because I really know and I see that it works. So I'm so grateful for creating this space so we can share, and wishing to everybody, to be healthy, because I had an accident lately and I realized that's the most important thing. So wishing to everyone and the people that you love to be healthy, have blessed holidays, and all the best during 2020.
Thank you, Anna.
Yeah.
So we will stop recording now.
Okay.